All right, Mother's Day is coming up. Spring is here. And if you're like me, you're probably gonna forget about Mother's Day until it's a couple days before or the day of, and you're gonna scramble to get something, a chocolate, a bouquet, and then hopefully it passes for at least I remembered something. But we wanna save one of you guys the trouble, and we're doing this raffle, okay? Some of the stuff's missing here. We got the cheese in the fridge, but we've got gift cards, we've got bath bombs, wine, chocolates, the best of the best here for one of your lucky moms. So please make sure you look at the post, you follow all the steps to get your name in that raffle as many times as possible. Okay, somebody's gonna be very happy about that. But this week's education, we're gonna dive into repairing your roof. Now, it's gonna be strange, but I'm gonna tell you, do not repair your roof. Now, why am I telling you not to repair your roof as a roofing contractor? Well, there may be some things you want to consider before you dive right in and potentially exclude yourself from thousands of dollars down the road from your insurance company. So we've got your roof. You've got a pretty green roof right now. It all matches, it all looks great together, and you lose a couple shingles, right? Storm comes through, you lose a handful of shingles. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna, hire someone, pay them a couple $100 to put whatever's closest we can find up there, right? Not that big of a problem. Might devalue the property a little bit, but you have to pay attention and a notice, and it's not that big of a deal. However, let's say next year, another storm comes through and you lose a big chunk of your roof and you think, all right, now I probably ought to file an insurance claim because it's gonna get pretty ugly looking up there if I keep just doing spot repairs. So you file an insurance claim and the insurance adjuster comes out and he says, yep, you lost a lot of shingles. We're going to pay for those. And you say, okay, great. So you're going to be paying for the whole roof, right? They're going to say, well, no, we're just going to do this little section here because looks like you're okay with a mismatched roof and a devalued property based on this other repair that you did whenever in the past. And you're going to think, no, I'm not okay with my house looking horrible. I was just trying to not file a claim for just a minimal amount of damage. Talk to us before you perform such a repair, okay? Because we have seen plenty of homeowners, property owners, business owners perform these spot repairs. We get to the insurance claim and then they miss out on $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 because the insurance company is going to hold this repair against you if they're the type of insurance company to do that. So before you repair at all, even one shingle, talk to us and we'll let you know if a repair is reasonable or not. The code in Ohio states that when an exterior or interior piece of material is damaged, the insurance company has to replace as much as necessary to result in a reasonably comparable appearance. Now that's a pretty subjective term, reasonably comparable, but they can use this against you if you repair with anything that doesn't match. Okay, so keep that in mind. Talk to us before you do any kind of repairs. There's also brittleness to take into account. Your roofer who you hire, or handyman, they might even really not know roofs very well. They might be damaging the shingles above by creasing them up and down to get the new shingles in, the shingles below by foot traffic on an old roof. So you're gonna end up with next year, this spiraling out of control where the shingles around it start to go. And then you've got to replace a little more. And then the shingles around that start to go. And it's just an ongoing cycle. If the roof's not repairable, if it's not matchable, you wanna make sure you take the right steps and don't hinder yourself later down the road. Okay, so some of that damage can lead to more damage down the road. And then we always like to educate our clients that it's not just the shingles, it's not just the felt, it's not just the ventilation. The roof is a full system. It's all installed together. It's all meant to work together, to shed the water off your home, to vent your attic properly, to protect your drywall, your ceiling, your insulation. It's all a system to keep all this weather out of your house and really to keep your house looking good and to keep that value up. We know mismatch causes a devalue, causes more damage. So we always want you guys to consider stuff like that before you go ahead and start doing these spot repairs. And then one more code I thought would be valuable for you guys is aggregate material such as a shingle is not allowed to be reinstalled per building code. So if you think, okay, I'll just use the old shingles, or if your roofer says, hey, I'll just put these back on, that's against building code, and it's definitely going to cause more issues. The shingles have blown off, they've failed already, that area of the roof has failed. So don't let them violate building code. Don't let them exclude you from a full roof replacement down the road. Make sure you give us a call before you perform any type of repairs this spring. Good luck.